it's time for some God time today, and I've got my God time card right here. Parent, all you need to do is pick one of these up. It's week 5, and I'm on day 1, and it says, read Joshua 6, verses 2, 16, and 20. So I'm going to pick up my Bible and real quickly just read those verses with you. You can share this with your kids, or you can do this on your own. It says, the Lord spoke to Joshua, and he said, I have handed Jericho over to you, and I've also handed its king and its fighting men over to you. Then we jump over here to verse 16, and it says, and the 7th time around, the priests blew a long blast on the trumpets, and Joshua gave a command to the men, and he said, shout, for the Lord has given you the city. Verse 20 says, and the priests blew the trumpets, and as soon as the fighting men heard the sound, they gave a loud shout. And then the wall fell down. Every man charged straight in, and they took the city. I mean, imagine what that would have sounded like. Just the sound of marching men, stomping feet, no talking, but only the sound at the right moment of all those trumpets. As the trumpets went and the men were ready, and the walls of Jericho fell down. I tell you what, we might not have a trumpet to blow. I tried to find one around the church, and believe it or not, in all my stuff, I didn't have one. But think about a sound in your home. Maybe you guys want to make the sound of a trumpet, or maybe you hear a certain sound outside. There's a whistle that you hear. That every time you hear that noise, that sound, you remember with your kids that God is faithful and that God will do what He says, what He promises. Just take a little bit this week to choose as a family what your sound is going to be. It's the sound of an alarm clock. It's a certain song that you hear on the radio. But every time you hear that sound, you're just going to say, God is faithful. God gives us a victory. And take a little bit of time, have that God time with your kids. And like it says back here in the card, just thank God that He can see the future. He has good things planned for you and for your kids. And that's a God time for today.